TINUBU attacks ADEBANJO over Afenifer's endorsement of P2B. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola, has chided elder statesman Pa Ayo Adebanjo over the claims that Pana Yoruba Socio-Cultural Organization, Afenifer, has endorsed the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Peter Obi. The former Lagos governor maintained that Adebanjo has turned Afenifer into his personal stint as acting leader. TINUBU, in a statement issued by Bayo Onanuga, Director of Media and Publicity, APC Presidential Campaign Council, insisted that as an individual, Adebanjo cannot equate himself with a socio-cultural and socio-political organization. Describing his as leader of Afenifer venture, the APC presidential candidate stated that Papa Ayo Adebanjo does not speak for Afenifer. He is free as an individual to support anyone he likes in furtherance of his democratic right. We know for a fact that Baba has turned Afenifer into his personal estate as acting leader. We are also certain that there was no Afenifer as we all know it. There was nowhere Afenifer as we know it met and took a decision to adopt P2B as a candidate for 2023 presidential election. We respect the age of Baba Adebanjo, but he cannot turn Afenifer into his personal franchise for any political alliance. We are very much aware that Baba Ruben Fasorati, the real leader of Afenifer, has stated clearly that Pa Adebanjo has always been speaking for himself on many national issues using the name of the group. It is a well-considered position that Pa Adebanjo cannot appropriate Afenifer. Baba is just an individual who is free to support any politician of his choice as an individual. He cannot equate himself with the socio-cultural and socio-political organization, the statement read. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Pa Adebanjo, I don't think I have ever heard that this Pa Adebanjo has ever been opposed. I don't think I've heard it before. So it is a first for me to hear that TINUBU is coming out to say there's somebody who is a real leader and who is coming out to say, Pa Adebanjo is speaking for himself. Now, with that being said, yes, they're actually correct in the area of, that Pa Adebanjo can, support, whoever he wants to support individually. Yes, truly, he cannot force whatever he wants on members of the group. He cannot force it. What he can do is just to make them see reasons. And of course, if they're still adamant, and if they still have their own candidate to support, why not? They should support that particular candidate. All right. This is a big shame. How can Afenifer come out to back a candidate from another extraction? It is better to be silent about the preference rather than come out to support a non-Yoruba. Oh, wow. But it is actually nothing wrong if he comes out, if a group comes out from the IGBO extraction, or yes, from the southeastern extraction, or from the middle belt extraction to support TINUBU, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Look, the only thing I'm going to say here is Afenifer members are not in support of whatever he's saying. They're not in agreement. Then that one is a different thing altogether. But if they're actually coming out to say this is who they support, who can stop them? They have their individual rights, and if individually they have the same opinion and they have the same choice, they've made the same choice, then no problem. It is definitely not a problem. All right. You're wrong, trust me. If it was Osibanjo Fashola that got the ticket or any one reasonable person from the southwest, Pa Adebanjo and Afenifer will support, but they know who TINUBU is more than most people talking. They know his antecedent, who he was before he became governor. So Afenifer, as a group, they can also choose that, okay, this is the choice of the acting chairman. They can actually follow it, or they can decide. But I don't see where it should be a crime. We are no longer talking about election based on my brother, my kinsman, my tribesman. Come on now. You're wrong, trust me. If it was Osibanjo or Fashola that got ticket, or any one visible person from the southwest, Pa Adebanjo and Afenifer will support. But they know who TINUBU is more than most people talking. They know his antecedents, who he was before he became governor, what was his worth. They know all that because they have passed through struggle together. But the man pocketed Lagos, and if it was another useless candidate from the east, they will not support. But Obi is a man of character, capacity, and competent, enough to take Nigeria to the next level. Let us forget tribe and religious sentiment and vote for Obi Ahmed Dati 2023. I am very sure you have not lived the shores of Yoruba land. That is why your reasoning is very myopic. Wise up. This country belongs to everyone. It is hard time we leave sentiment aside, tribal sentiment, so that we can move this country forward. Exactly. This is no longer the time of my tribe, my own, my community. No. We have tried my, and it has not. My is not working. Let us come together and let us find let's push our country forward. I've told the people before, this country is both my fatherland and motherland, and I'm sure it is safe for us. Let us make sure we make this country better. All right. Ohaneze endorsed Obasanjo, and Igbo supported him. So why is this greedy old man making noise? Nigeria is not Lagos State. All right. Tinubu never respect a fair and fair. Tinubu go and rest. Nigeria is not for sale. No matter what Jagaban is, no matter what, Jagaban is the next president of Nigeria. People who lack sense of equity and fairness are the enemies to peaceful coexistence. Exactly. You cannot want us to remain as a nation, and you at the same time saying, but you get some people who no go smell this presidency. To me, it's uncalled for. If you want to come out and prove that you are equity, you're for fairness, and you're for justice, you must allow whatever that is going on now. You must allow this new route now, this new root that is spreading out, this new plant. You must allow it to grow. I'm telling you, and we must water it. We must water it with water of fairness, equity, and justice. All right. When Tinubu was the governor of Evoko, he made Igbo part of his cabinet. Is there any Igbo state having Yoruba in its cabinet? In fact, Igbo are the most tribalistic in Nigeria. Wrong. Have you gone there? Have you naturalized there? Have you gone there? Have you gone there? If you have gone there and you have naturalized there, I don't see why this should be a problem as well. I don't see why it should be a problem as well. How many Yorubas are in the south is stop this tribal talk? You blindly know and follow the winning train. P2B is going to win this election. It is either you win with us or you watch us winning. I like the sound of Asha.